The tradition continues.
Calvary Global to the world 24/7.
Tradition continues.
Calvary.
Israel has carried out an airstrike on the outskirts of Sweida. It is the first such strike after the Syrian government forces withdrew from the area under a ceasefire announced on Wednesday. Despite the truce, fighting between armed Bedouin tribes and Druze militia continues. The Syrian envoy to the UN says Israeli strikes on the country are aimed at undermining Syria's stability.
Syria categorically rejects the pretext used by Israeli authorities to justify these acts of aggression. We affirm that such practices are merely an extension of the occupation's systematic policies aimed at undermining Syria's stability and dragging it into conflict.
In Gaza, at least 42 more Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks. Despite strikes on the so-called safe zone of Al-Mawasi, the Israeli army has ordered Palestinians in Jabalia to move southwards towards the area. Earlier, 3 people were killed when Israel struck a Catholic church in Gaza City. The latest attacks come amid reports mediators have presented an updated ceasefire proposal to Israel and Hamas. The mayor of Moscow says Russian air defences have destroyed a Ukrainian drone that was headed for the capital. Operations at 2 airports in Moscow were briefly suspended after the drone was noticed. The Russian Defense Ministry says 45 other drones were downed on Thursday, mostly in areas near Ukraine. The UK and Germany have signed a historic new agreement laying out greater cooperation across a range of issues, including security and migration. London and Berlin have now committed to come to the aid of each other if one of them comes under attack. Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva has hit back at his American counterpart, saying President Trump was elected leader of the United States, not emperor of the world. Lula was speaking at a gathering of students in the state of Goiás a week after Trump threatened Brazil with crippling tariffs starting August the 1st. And France has handed back its last 2 military bases in Senegal, ending its military presence in West Africa. The former colonial ruler returned Camp Gale, its largest base in the country, and its airfield at Dakar Airport in a ceremony attended by top French and Senegalese officials. The move ends France's 65-year presence in Senegal.